Yo, what's up? In this video, we'll be reading your darkest, deepest secrets. Oh boy. Yeah, these are gonna be fucked. Let's go. Yeah, so you guys ended up sending me 203 responses. Oh my fucking god. That is insane. So I won't be able to get through all of them in this video, unfortunately, but if you guys want like a part 2 or something, let me know. Anonymous asks, so, once I was at my friend's house playing video games and something started happening in my stomach. I went to the toilet and lightened my stomach, but after trying so many times, it didn't flush. So I did the unexpected to avoid further issue. I grabbed it in my hands and I literally threw it out the window. Like, I threw it. That piece of poo actually hit someone's head and he was bald. And I didn't know for like 2 weeks until my friend told me that someone was hitting the head with a piece of poo in our area. Oh god. I was like 11 and I'll never forget it. Love from India. Oh jeez, this only happens in India, doesn't it? Next one. I ran out of yogurts, so I went to my neighbor for some. I knocked, and the auntie, why did you say that, auntie? The auntie I've known for years was standing there in front of me naked. What the fuck, totally. I was too stunned to say anything. I stood there saying absolutely nothing, staring at her face. Then she asked me what I want. Whereas this is like a, oh god, it's like a start of a porn scene, bro. I stuttered and told her I want some yogurt. She took me out in the house. We went to the kitchen, and for some reason it was on the last floor of the fridge. She bent down and tried to grab, which took like 10 seconds. I dare not to look at her, and then she gave me the yogurt and just got back home. I was 15 that time, and it's awkward, but I still greet her sometimes. Well, yeah. Dude, bro, what the fuck? These are the type of fucking stories you guys are giving me? I used to date a girl for a while. Sole reason I got in a relationship in the first place was out of peer pressure. For about 7 months, it felt so ecstatic for me being in a relationship, but after the honeymoon phase had ended, I lost interest. I stopped giving her effort, and ultimately led up to me cheating on her. She was a nice person, and that was something I feel really guilty about for the rest of my life. At least you learned, bro. You should never cheat. You know. It's better, like, just it's always better to just work things out truthfully. Always better. Never be untruthful. Always be a stand-up gentleman. So glad you learned your mistake, bro. Hi, my name is Jado, and I had a friend in high school, and this friend of mine was a top-tier gooner. For context, in 7th grade, we were in 2020, and this was before lockdown at school. He would always say really weird stuff. This kind of reminds me of my friend I used to have, and just gives me a very weird vibe. He would often watch porn in class, and even go to extreme gore topics so casually, right? Yeah. I always brushed it off as he was a good friend, but this one time on the bus on the way home, an incident which will never leave my mouth occurred. Okay, looks like you just left your mouth. left it, but yeah. Like always, we sat in the back of the bus in the corner, and the more popular girls would sit in the front of us. Today was like any regular day, but I noticed my friend was very secretive and attempting to be discreet. And then I realized he was secretly taking photos of the girls in front, because one of them was standing and her skirt was relatively short at the back, probably by mistake. I was shocked and I didn't know what to do. I never acknowledged it or addressed it or even hinted towards it anymore. I'm still friends with him, and we are currently in 12th grade and we graduate at the end of the year. Do you have any tips? I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Well, what do you want me to tell you? It's up to you whether or not you want to be friends with him or not. You know, it's not up to me to decide. Do you want to be friends with someone who does weird shit like that? That's your answer, bro. I mean, personally, I would not. Fucking weirdo. I've been seeking validation from men online ever since I was 14, so this must be a girl. I've gone down a dark path of low self-esteem and depression, never feeling like I'd be enough for anyone. So I started putting myself out there on the internet in hopes of receiving some validation. I did, But of course, it only attracted the wrong types of people. When I was younger, my classmates would call me the ugliest girl, and it stuck with me for a very long time. My teen years only seemed to make things look worse, make me look worse. And I spent so much money trying to fix my appearance, whether through skincare, diet, supplements, or really anything it took. There was even a point when I was 15 when I was basically starving myself, though I didn't realize it until I was just a few pounds away from being underweight. I would get dizzy, lost half the hair on my head, and could barely get out of bed. I've tried everything to make myself more desirable, to feel good enough for myself and others, but at this point, I kind of give up. I'm still a teenager, but I don't think things have gone better. I don't seek validation as often, but it still happens sometimes, especially when I feel my worst. Deep down, I know my life won't get better until I start loving myself, and seeking validation online isn't the way to go about it. I've been in so many unsafe situations online, especially at that age. The internet is a very dark place, and I do regret it. It's just exhausting to think about how much effort I've been putting into taking care of myself, yet I still don't feel like I'm enough for myself or anyone else. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. Honestly, it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. Just the fact of the matter is, right, like, unattractive people just have a harder life than attractive people, and that's just the blatant truth. You know, this is how it is, and we have to deal with that. And I know that for a fact because I used to be in that same exact position, and now I'm in a place where I do look a little bit better than I did before, and I can tell you straight up, like, being more attractive does, it does matter. The best thing you can do is just fully accept it. Accept the body that God gave you. Yes, other people are more gifted than you in some way. Everyone is more gifted than one person or another. But on the bright side, if you look at yourself 5 years from now, if you just put in some crazy work into yourself, you're going to be at a point where you're going to be even better than the guys who are quote unquote, pretty privileged, and the girls who are pretty privileged, because they don't even need to work on themselves because they don't find any need to, right? They're perfect. They already have life given to them in a golden spoon, so they don't need to work on themselves. But us, we were given that disadvantage of being, ugly, of being in a lower position. So in 5 years from now, naturally, we're going to be much harder workers than they are, right? We're gonna have been through some crazy shit in life, like you're going through right now, right? So what does that do? That gives us some essence. That gives us some stories to tell. That gives us character. That builds our character. The character that the privileged people don't have. And that's something to be happy about, There's not negatives to everything. And I think that's the best way of thinking about it. Hope everything goes well, though. This story is about me having a huge crush on my cousin. Oh, for the longest time. I used to like her since childhood, and she was my mom's brother's daughter. Oh god. She had decided to go out for further studies, and me being a dumb, horny motherfucker, decided that I would follow the same path as her. Since I would be able to be close to her, right? And I was 15, 16 at this time, so now we're in the city called Kota, where a lot of kids come to study for an exam called GEE. Me, her, and my mom were living together, and all was going well. Let me make this clear, that I haven't really made any advancements on her in all this time, because I was scared that love inside family was taboo. So I didn't really ever express my love, fair enough, though I still used to love spending time with her. The fucked up part, at least, what I believe, that one day, while she was sleeping, I found... Wait. One day, when she was sleeping, I was fondling her hand and kissed her hand, and then it moved a little, and I got back, and I went back to acting like I was sleeping. After I started to notice that she grew colder towards me, but she never brought up the incident, and I think the whole thing is the main reason why I'm so scared talking to women in general. Like, I'm scared of female intimacy, that maybe I will make them feel what I made her feel. Dude, the only reason you shouldn't be scared of female intimacy. It's your cousin. You know, there's a reason why she moved her hand. It's because, yeah, it's you know, it's taboo. And, you know, I don't, you know, I'm not one to judge, you know, what your decisions are if you truly love this girl, but what I can say is there are way many girls that you can actually go for, that you will love, that isn't your cousin, you know? Like, I'm just saying this right now, there's so many more girls. You just need to put yourself out there more and go and experience these types of girls, because chances are I bet she's probably one of the only girls that you've really spoken to that you really found attractive, right? But trust me, there's way more girls. You don't have to just go for your cousin, bro, trust me. So, I'd say probably leave it. I once nutted on my own face. Yeah, me too. Next one. Hi, my name is Anonymous. One night, at my cousin's house, I got up to use the bathroom, and on my way back, I accidentally stepped on his pet hamster, Miss Nibbles, instantly sending him to the gods. Oh, God. Nibbles. Panicking, I put him back in his cage and went to bed like nothing happened. Oh, jeez. The next morning, my cousin found him and started crying while I stood there fake gasping with the family, but then they noticed a tiny footprint on him and started wondering what happened. Oh, God. I gaslit them so hard that they believed Mr. Nibbles somehow escaped and got stepped on by fate itself. And to this day, they have no idea that it was me. Later on, they took Miss Nibbles to the vets, and shockingly, they found out that she was pregnant, and the baby did not survive. Unfortunate, bro. That's genuinely unfortunate. Like, it wasn't your fault, and I don't blame you for not telling them, because it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, to be honest, that's just unfortunate. That's all I gotta say. So one time, I was at my friend's house for a sleepover, and in the middle of the night, my stomach started making demonic noise. Oh, God, not this shit again, bro. I ran to the bathroom, but I clogged the toilet so bad. I swear, I swear it was on the verge of exploding. Panicking, I found a plastic bag. I scooped everything out with my bare hands and yeeted it out the bathroom window, hoping for the best. The next morning, my friend's mom was outside yelling, wondering who threw a bag of mysterious mud onto their pouch. And I just sat there sipping my orange juice, acting cool. Bro, what is with you guys and throwing shit out the fucking window, dude? Back in high school, my friend had a huge crush on this girl, like full on obsessed. Wrote her name in his notebook, stalked her on Instagram, the whole deal. Okay, one day he finally built up the courage to text her, but he was so nervous, so he asked me to proofread his message before sending it. Instead of helping, I thought it would be pretty hilarious to change one word. He meant to say, hey, I think you're really cool and pretty, but I changed pretty to petty without him noticing. He sent it, got left on red, and the next day at school, she told everyone he called her petty for no reason, ruining his chances forever. He doesn't know to this day, lol. Oh, that is so fucked up, bro. But that's fucked up, dude. What? That could have been his future wife, bro. Come on now. My deepest secret is that I don't think I'll make it through the end of this year. I'm battling addictions and insecurities which are bound to affect your daily life. I feel like I can't get out of this, and it keeps getting worse. It's sad knowing I'll probably not get the chance to experience the true pleasures of this world. To end on a good note, I don't even think I'm capable of doing this, but I still feel dead inside. That was not ending on a good note. Dude, don't. Dude, I say this a lot, but just don't give up. Don't give up, bro. Don't say this shit about yourself. 4 years ago, like I was in a similar position where I felt like everything was meaningless. I felt like everything just was not going to end well for me. But instead of, crying about it, I got up and did something about it. And it's not not like a sexy answer of like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, you got this, don't worry. It's going to require hard work and grit to get out of the current situation that you're in, bro. like genuinely, but it's worth it in the end. That's all I can say. It's genuinely worth it. As long as you keep on moving forward, bro. This year is going to be better. Oh, next year is going to be better than this year. The year after that is going to be better than this year. And if you keep on going with that mindset, I don't know what you're going through, bro, but it'll be okay. Trust me, it'll be okay. One time, I beat the fuck out of my dick in a toothpaste tube. Well, bro, why'd I have to go from that to this? I put a bit of soap in it and I watched my roommate use it for 2 months. Okay, next one. Hi, my name's Jack, and I fap 4 times a day. Jack, come on, mate. You know you're better than that. I don't know what you're doing fapping 4 times a day, mate. Hey, my name is Anonymous. When I was 17, I hit up this girl and we were chatting. I don't know how, but she kind of, but she was hella risky with some stuff, okay? The conversation went on until we decided to video call. One thing, G, led to another, and we had phone sex. She made me roleplay as someone with 3 dicks. I was pretty down bad and I did it. After that, we kind of broke things off after a few weeks, and then she must have told her friends about this or something. A family friend found out about it and spread it all to my family, friends, and now I'm fucking weirdo. I'm not the fucking weirdo, oh gosh. At the very least, none of the adults found out about it, but it's just hella weird. Shit, yeah. Well, at least, bro, but like, you know, at least you're known as a 3-dick man and not like the, you didn't actually send any news or something, Either way, like, the worst thing that happened was embarrassment, right? Everyone's gonna forget about it in like a year or 2, right? So you've got nothing to worry about. When I was 10, me and a boy from the neighborhood got it on. I hope you're a girl at least. And I don't know how old the boy was, but I'm a witch and I can have anything I want. You ain't no witch. You bit. I'm not gonna say that. Hi, I'll stay anonymous. My deepest, darkest secret is that I'm a very spiteful, hateful person. Secretly, I hate most people in my life, but I'm able to keep it a facade. It's draining and I hate myself most of all in the end. Worst thing is, one person I despise the most is my boyfriend's little autistic brother. I know it sounds bad, but there's reasons to feel why I feel the way I do towards him. I tend to feel guilty for all the thoughts I have and all the secret shit, talk sessions I have in my head. I'm 22 and scared I'll be like this for the rest of my life. Whew, that's a difficult one. So you're basically struggling with hateful thoughts about other people, right? Well, I'd ask yourself, like, whether or not these hateful thoughts you have towards these people are truly, like, valid, or they're just hateful for no reason. You said you have a reason for why you hate your brother's autistic little brother. Your boyfriend's autistic little brother. So there's reasons for that. And the best thing I would do is speak to someone. Talk it out. Because I guarantee you're probably not, communicating as well as you could be. Most likely, right? I'm just spitballing here, I don't know what your situation is genuinely, but like, communication can fix everything, Because here's the thing. There's a quote I really love. Unspoken expectations are premeditated resentments. So I got this from Chris Williamson, Modern Wisdom. Basically, it means when you kind of expect other people to understand how you feel without actually telling them, it's a form of resentment towards that person, And I'd ask you to kind of talk it out as much as possible, even though it's going to be uncomfortable. Try to talk it out, not with anyone. Anyone doesn't have to be, your boyfriend's brother, can be your boyfriend, can be someone else that's close to you. Talk it out, please. It'll solve all your problems. I had sex with our homeroom teacher in the sports equipment room when I was 16 and never saw her again. Dude, what? Dude, what? How's this? How is this shit? The scarf had to come off now. I've had enough. I tried thrice when I was 8. 8, bro? Due to extreme bullying and loneliness. No one knows about this, you're the first one. I'm so sorry, bro, that you had to go through that shit. The world really is a dark, horrible place. I mean, we can't deny that, right? But one thing that I'm glad is that you're still here today. And that you wrote this message, bro. Because that tells me that you're on the right track. If you're watching content like this, right? Keep going. I believe in you, bro. I'm Anish. Big fan here. Please do not mention details about me. I won't, as long as you didn't say anything. I'm probably telling you this because I hope you understand my situation. I was born male, and still male, but I've never felt so. As far as my memory takes me, I've always felt like a woman. I wanted to dress up, play with dolls, do my hair, etc. I've always related more with women more than men. The way I relate with men is about physical stuff. Okay? Mentally, I'm a woman. I'm scared of rejection from my family, so I'm not out yet. I've told my cousins and few friends, though, but they're not really supportive yet. They don't really treat me like an outcast. Oh, yet they do not. Yeah, okay. I'm confused right now. What am I? What should I do? Also, I'm only 16, by the way. I think, you know, obviously, this is like the first ever question. This is the first, like, time I'm ever going into something like this. I've never actually, you know, talked about this. I feel like if you truly believe you are a woman, then, you know, be a woman. And that's not me, you know, saying that, like, you know, if you're a man, then believe you're a woman, even if you don't think you're a woman. If you genuinely think and act and feel like a woman, then you should be a woman. You know, if that's genuinely how you feel. But genuinely. Because I feel like this would absolutely destroy your life if you actually stayed and try to, you know, be a man. Even if you do feel like you're more of a woman. Try to be more of a woman. Try not, you know, it's going to be difficult because you have to face the consequences and, like, the social repercussions of being a transgender if you go through that. But yeah, that's what I would say. Do what your heart tells you to do. I really like you. I want to marry you. Please reply. I beg you. I want to heal you, hug you like a kid, and want to be with you forever. You know, kissing the homies goodnight is it's a pretty good thing. I appreciate that. Oh, God. Oh, zoo, baby, zoo, baby. My boyfriend cheated on me. He thinks I don't know about it, but I don't want to leave because I've spent so much of my life single. I don't want to go back to that stage. I'm sorry that happened to you. You know, I would absolutely, I mean, I'm not a girl, but I would not, you know, stay with my boyfriend who cheated on me. That's just fucked up, right? If I was a boy, what the fuck am I saying? If I had a girlfriend and I cheated on her, I would expect every fiber of my being for her to leave me at any time. You know, just full on leave me, and I would not expect anything more from her after that if I were to cheat. And I'm not gonna lie, he thinks he got away with it, but he's probably gonna keep doing it again and again and again and again and again. And so that's probably a question you need to ask yourself, is whether or not you're okay to deal with that. Personally, I wouldn't. When I was 13, I used to have an addiction with my crush to the point that I have her pictures. I also used to talk about her to my friends every day and kept saying I wanted to fuck her every time I got her. I mean, she's beautiful as fuck, but now I'm kind of clean. And she's my girlfriend now, which is absolutely crazy. Holy fuck. Bro, good shit. What the hell? Hi, my name is unnamed. in my mid-teen years, not so long ago, I had pretty normal Instagram reels, like the day in the lives and the cooking videos, and then I came across one of those crazy exaggerated reels which said, nut can make your skin clear. At first I was like, that's crazy, but a few reels later I saw a girl talking about how her boyfriend cleared her skin with his nuts as her cream. So then I actually tried it, and it sort of worked. Okay, I'm assuming you used your own nut. Yeah, good on you, bro. It was a normal school day. I was sitting beside a friend during our physics class when I felt his hand reaching for my dick. Oh, dude, I can't with these, man. Hello slowly opened my zipper and pulled down my underwear, squishing my soft dick with his index finger. Bro, what? Dude, what the fuck? At first I felt awkward, but as he went on, I too started to give in and became rock hard. Oh god, the warm feeling of his hand stroking my made me shivers go down my spine. I became red as a balloon. As school ended, we rushed to the college bathroom and decided I was harder than ever and calm like nothing before. Since that day, my interest towards boys have grown so much that now I reconsider my sexuality and think, was I ever straight? Okay. I mean, that is one hell of an experience, I gotta say. One time my mom saw my nudes. It was crazy. So, like, we were sitting at a table. By the way, this was way back. So this guy forced me so much to send him nudes, and I said yes. I know, big mistake, but hey, you learn from your mistakes. I know exactly how that feels. So I made, snaps to send and at that time I connected from my mom's phone to send him, so I downloaded the videos or some shit, and it said, sorry, blah, 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 it's not working, error, and at the time my mom asked for her phone, and I didn't think much of it. I handed it over a couple minutes later. She called me very sweetly, and I know something's up because she never calls me with that tone, and I was like, nah, I can't be the nudes. Well, I was very fucking wrong because she showed me the videos one by one. I was so scared. Like, my dad's kind of chill, but my mom's, she'd kill me. She said, either you let me watch these or I show these to your dad. And obviously I wouldn't want my dad to see my nudes. Like, I'd never be able to see his fucking face again because I'd be ashamed for my whole life. But I didn't want my mom to see the videos because they were fucking bad as well. But I chose to show them to my mom, and she watched them. The embarrassment I had was awful. I was so stressed, and then she kind of cried and yelled at me. And then the next couple of days, she was so fucking disgusted by everything I did, and it made me feel so bad. But luckily now we're good. But this was one of the most traumatic experiences ever. And I've learned a lot from your videos, like learning from your mistakes and a lot more. Yeah. Just be grateful that it wasn't worse, you know. It could always be worse. Genuinely, like, things like this can be so much worse than they are, you know. I once peed on my girlfriend. Okay, that's about it. Yeah, I've been reading your guys' questions for quite a while now. There was some questions that I couldn't even, speak on camera because they were just so bad. Like, genuinely, like, you should not have fucking told me this because this is some criminal shit. Anyways, I'm tired. I want to go to the gym. Please let me go. Yeah, if you guys enjoy that, let me know. That was an experience. That was one hell of an experience. Yeah, I've got no words. Yeah.